Hi, everybody. First of all, dear guests, welcome to Georgia, and I wish you a memorable stay in our country. Uh, I'm happy I don't have any video to share, so I hope uh, my screen will work. I'm Levan Berulava, the managing director of Ajara Group, which is a Georgian company in hospitality, lifestyle development, and entrepreneurship. Yeah, I hate that word, but it matters. Okay, many of the guests, I'm sure, staying within our properties at Fabrica, Rooms Hotel, maybe some of you at Stamba. So to tell you the story, we started 9 years ago with approximately 50, 60 people with our first franchise hotel, which is Holiday Inn. But today, in 8 years, we're like up to 3,000 people, so we're developing in a really fast pace, which we all like. We created, after Holiday Inn, we created our Georgian brand, which became a member of Design Hotel, which is a very exclusive hotel group founded in Germany, and it exists like 25 years. Rooms Hotel Kazbegi was launched in 2012. And after its international success in 2 years, Rooms Tbilisi was followed, which basically became a cultural hub of Georgia. And actually, we can say like proudly that it put our country on the world map in a tourism development. After Rooms Hotel, we've had a couple of like really exciting projects, which is also Lolita restaurant. I guess like speaker's dinner is tomorrow there, so I'm excited about that. And Fabrica Hostel, which followed in 2016. With our partners, we launched this project. It was a very unique and new development in Georgia. It's a big hostel with a community courtyard with different vendors and different cafes to attract local, and basically all of our places we try to attract as much as local people with international and international guests, so to merge our culture with our incoming guests and to share our experience and hospitality. Actually, the timer is not on, so I'm not sure if I'm going on time. Yes, Fabrica Hostel. So, and last but not least, our development was Stamba Hotel in 2018, which actually last year was awarded on international awards as a best concept of the year at AHEAD Awards Europe, and then AHEAD Awards Global was followed by the People's Choice. So we were all, of course, proud, and once again, like our project was very successful to strengthen our hospitality approach and to popularize our country once more on an international stage. Yeah, here you have just like, this is Rooms Kazbegi, for example, and speakers are going there on the weekends, so I'm sure you will all enjoy it because it's a very spectacular view from there. This is Rooms Tbilisi courtyard. This is Fabrica Hostel, its lobby and the bar. The courtyard at Fabrica. This is Lolita restaurant and Stamba Hotel's lobby and one of the room. Basically, we have a few more hotels upcoming. In 1 month, we're excited to open our new mountain resort, which is Rooms Kochta. It's a ski-in, ski-out resort, which will be opening at the end of November, beginning of December. Next year will be followed by Rooms Hotel Batumi, which is a Black Sea side. Batumi is the capital of Ajara region and bordering with Turkey. And also recently, we announced about our new development, which will take place in Abastumani in 2 years coming. It's a very unique place. It's also very up in the mountains, and it has a very, how can I say, like very special climate, yeah, microclimate. And there is a Soviet time used to have a very famous observatory, so it's located in Abastumani, which will be actually renovated by the next year. So it's going to be a very special project, so we're all excited about that as well. Okay, so what's next? Yeah, this is how Rooms Kohta entrance looks, and this is a building in Abastumani that was built in 1924, and we are always trying to preserve as much as we can in the buildings we acquire to have the history and story behind, so not to destroy it, and to merge the modern style within its buildings. Yes. So as I mentioned, agropreneurship is one of the main concepts in the company. We launched this very exciting project called Udabno a little bit more than a year ago. We have 5,000 hectares. It's 45 minutes from the city in so-called wine region of Georgia. We have 5,000 hectares, out of which 2,000 hectares are almond farm. 8 hectares are with endemic wine grape varieties, and 20 hectares of a berry farm. So we still have 2,000 more hectares to develop, and it is very exciting because next year we're going to start developing a farm boutique hotel there. This is how it looks. It's really huge territory. It's like a small country there. So. As we have, in our hotels, we pay big attention to a farm-to-table concept because food and beverage is very important in our hotels. We started in partnership with the Georgian Farmers Association. We've started farm-to-table concept because before the farmers were not so much developed, as economy was not so much developed. So every year we feel the better and better. So we started partnership with Georgian Farmers Association and contracted farmers because we didn't have like sustained supply of greens and other freshly foraged produce to supply our guests in the restaurants. So we created this partnership, and which became a very successful one. Now we have hundreds and hundreds of contracted farmers, which of course helps to develop them, to maintain the economy, and of course to satisfy our guests with a very fresh, freshly foraged daily produce. So also, as we are like more than hospitality, we're more than hotel, and the modern hospitality requires like to have more than just like a bed and breakfast, you know. So it's in 2019, guest is very picky. So you have to deliver some concept that is very unique to your hotel. So we have space farms, because in everybody who will go to Stamba Hotel, I strongly recommend to look into it. It's a vertical farming, indoor vertical farming, where we harvest and cultivate the greens and all kinds of new greens that we didn't have yet in Georgia. So we're trying to develop that, and yeah, basically this is it. I'm gonna go to my next point, which is creative and innovative economy. Recently, it was very excited for our group to announce the purchase of a up to 12 hectares in one of the biggest neighborhoods in Tbilisi. The territory, which was former radio factory. We called it now Radio City, which we'll be developing, and I'm going to read our mission, is to integrate artists, craftspeople, manufacturers, educators, and professionals of diverse backgrounds into a synergistic ecosystem driving creative economy while fostering the advancement of the broader community. Basically, this is how it looks. This buildings. We have some stadiums next to us, and this is a neighboring neighborhood. As I told you, it's one of the biggest in Tbilisi. So we're creating, with all of our projects, we're trying to go and create the ecosystems that did not exist before us. So that's what happened with Fabrica as well. In the territory, it was not attractive for local or international guests. So after Fabrica was opened, it became a very popular neighborhood because it's a very nice old neighborhood, but which was abandoned since 90s, and nobody was doing anything there. So that will be happening with this area, I hope. We will bring this is one of the buildings inside. It's very industrial and very old. So as we're partnering with all of these in Georgia, or with all of these directions, we want to create them and bring them under one roof, and to become a unique platform for sectoral collaboration. Multifunctional, we're going to create multifunctional creative spaces, craftsmanship and artisanship. We're going to have co-working spaces, entrepreneurial hub, art and culture, a lot of F&B spots, I don't know, like concert spots, etc., etc. So we, like as a reference, you can think of Industry City in New York. It will be one of our references, but of course we will bring a very personal and our Georgian touch to all of this, and create something that is not still out there on the market. So we're all really excited about this, as it is a very huge project and our new challenge. So we're all working towards that. This is also one of the buildings. And now I'm gonna just touch couple of words about our vocational programs that we start also. As we're becoming bigger and bigger every year, we need more and more resources, of course, and we need more skillful resources. And in these terms, we decided to create Ajara Group Academy. And the first program we will start with is culinary school. Next year, we're gonna start receiving the students. The curriculum is already there, and we are now finalizing the all the speakers and all the exciting programs that we will provide to our students. So it will be very beneficial not only for our group, because we will be hiring those guys and girls who will be studying in our culinary school, but it also will be free for everybody to enter and to go to work, in other cities in the region. So it's kind of a unique thing. So the hospitality group opens a academy. So we're also very excited about that. Yeah. And to summarize everything that I just spoke is that, as you see, we are more than a hospitality group. We go beyond and we create we build ecosystems around the company's enterprises. We change neighborhoods. We create neighborhoods. We put Georgia, every year we put Georgia more and more on a traveler's map, and we are very honored and excited about that, of course. And we change the lifestyle, and we create the F&B concept that didn't exist in Georgia before. And me and my team and all of us are passionately working really long hours to deliver all of this. And I think without that passion and love, this wouldn't be able to achieve. So we all are happy that this was a very good and success story in Georgia. So this is one of the examples. Is this is Stamba Hotel in 70s. And this is now. So you see, we didn't change a bit outside. So we try, as I mentioned, to preserve as much history as we can. This was Stamba in Georgian, means publishing house. So it was a publishing house. So as you see, we just even left the newspaper dryer in the lobby. So I really recommend you to visit that property, because it is really special. As we were hosting months ago a design hotels conference, yearly conference for owners and top management, and all of those exciting people have hotels around the world, really best design hotels, in New York, Hong Kong, Tokyo, Paris, London, you name it. But they were all really wowed by this hotel, because it is a very special place. This is one of the courtyards at Stamba Hotel, and as you see, We have also, I forgot to mention that in the hotel also we have a photo museum that we launched like 2 months ago with Tbilisi Photo Festival. It is a very exciting project as well that it is placed in Stamba on the second floor, which will be like providing like really important and social photo exhibitions to come. So it is very exciting. This was Fabrica before and after. Also, not many things changed from outside, but like we've merged some integration. This is what Photo Museum looks like now. You just see the sign. You don't really see how it looks like. And also, regional development, as I mentioned, is very important for us, not only in Tbilisi, but also like to develop the regions. Because when we went to Kazbegi in 2012, nobody was there. Just like few families from Kazbegi was living there, and it was before. Now it's much, much more like buildings around Rums Kazbegi, and you will see it when you go. So we really pay a big attention to develop our regions, as it is very important for us, for tourism and for the economy of Georgia. And we create local forces, of course, and generating new businesses, and everything is very much interacted. Yeah, this is how we are on the world map of tourism. Like first time I remember when we opened Rooms Tbilisi, it was 2014, and it was really a pioneer project in this country because we just created this concept that never existed here. It was like small New York in this town. So, and I remember like one morning I wake up, I went down to breakfast, and some girl comes to me and she says like, I'm from New York Times, can I make an interview with you? I was like, yeah, if I'm good enough to make an interview with New York Times, why not? So that's how it started, really. It started like this. They come and they are excited, and they're like, putting publishings and some really good stories, and we cooperate with them and are happy to bring this country on the world map. So once again, thank you very much. Enjoy your stay, and all welcome.